Hello, hello, hello. To really do an update on breaking free. I'm going to do a part two to that because I realize there may be some little things I need to fill in when we are breaking free of our straitjacket with resilience, innovation, and cultural literacy. So I want to first give credit to Brene Brown, who actually said, and she's a world-renowned shame expert. It was Brene Brown that said that shame was a straitjacket. And so that shame, we're breaking free of the straitjacket with resilience. And something told me to come and tell y'all that you don't go straight to resilience. You got to get some momentum. You got to get those ideas organized. You got to get momentum. See, once you get your ideas together and you got a little piece over here and a little piece over there, you got to pull together your momentum. You really got to work out the kinks of your ideas privately. And so as I was thinking about that, let me tell you, the answer was already there. I found it in my notes. And I cannot tell you when I wrote these notes. It's just a way of the universe letting me know, look, you already got this and I got you. So what I wrote in these notes, I don't know when in the last 20 years I wrote them. But let's see how they ring true today. A secret success plan is my title here. And number one is keep your ideas private. Hide your secret within your heart until it burns in your soul. Number two, stop thinking about what you have to sell and think about what you have to offer. How can you help others be successful? Number three, see the vision. Write down your plans. And remember, if it's in your head, it's an idea. If it's on paper, it's a plan. I know that's a quote from somebody. Number three, study to show yourself approved. This is just a reiteration, guys, of what I said before. Okay, here we go. Study to show yourself approved. Read everything you can find in your expertise, passion, interests, issues that you may want to address. Study others who have succeeded at what you plan to do. Copy them and give them credit. Become a follower of someone in your field who is successful. Plan to be equal to them in 3 years. And on my side note over here, I got cultivate professional relationships. I'm reading my stuff. I don't know where I got this stuff from. Again, when they talk about giving people credit, that's why you'll consistently hear me talk about the people who have, the professionals who have given me information. But in this era of the internet, plagiarism is real. And I just see what it is, Okay, let's go. And then we go to the next one, which is number 5. Set realistic goals. This is real tricky if you want to get rich quick and become an overnight success. We are likely to do, again, I'm reading my own writing, guys, so this stuff is generic. Do get the motivation and we overwhelm ourselves with disorganized tasks and tail spinning. Okay, somewhere in there's a message. You don't try to get rich quick. You will become overwhelmed. You will, if that's your motivation, you will become overwhelmed and disorganized. You have tail spinning. Whereas if you set realistic goals, You're better able to prioritize tasks and move towards success. One source says that most successful people set long range goals. They are more likely to be successful. One fact says that those who set 5-year goals usually achieve them in 3. And then again, I know somebody told me that. I heard it and read it. I'm reading back to you. Because I will say things like one source says, I heard that before. So that's why I'm saying give people credit who have poured insight, intelligence, and knowledge into you. Number 6, eliminate imagine and real obstacles. Realize that something are real. I'm reading my own writing, guys. I want to come out here because I can see better, but I'm going to do this just as I promised you. And then I'm going to go into my spiel about what has been coming up in my mind as I came back to update the project. Get out of your own way. If you have practiced habits that have not worked, stop. Develop new habits that offer successful people, that other successful people use, like time management, self-motivation, and job execution. If you have toxic relationships in your personal, family, or professional life, get rid of them if you can't manage them. I promise you, I wish I had written a date on that. And so I was thinking about, because I realized that resilience is that plateau from creative, innovative. We got these ideas and we got to do all these processes, and we really don't need to really be sharing it with people who are non-supportive, maybe non-creative. Just settle down and do all the research you can so that whatever you do, like I said, study to show yourself approved, you are prepared to defend, whether it's your product, your idea, your show, whatever. And if you're calling it a theory, let it be a theory. If you're calling it a belief, let it be a belief. If you're calling it a fact, let it be a fact. Okay? And that's just kind of simple to me. And what else did I find out? Okay. Oh, yeah. There's this dude over on YouTube, Mr. Charles Hunt, a brother. I had to stop. And he did a speech on resilience. And he was saying, you are your future. Now, Charles's daddy was a pimp who died in jail. And his mom was a drug addict. And through all of his experiences, he saw that his mother's boyfriend overdosed. And he really gave a lot of attention to the kinds of trauma that kids experience in the home that sets them up in life to struggle sometimes mentally, and that we should not dismiss that, and we should try to find a voice to it and just really work on being each other's support system. And this is probably one of the things that we need to do when we're in home, in the community, or whatever, and we know that people are dealing with some things. We need to, some people have empathy and some people don't. Some people care and some people don't. Some people will support you just because it's you. Some people will not support you just because it's you. And going through this process, you are going to be able to separate the wheat from the tares. And at this time, because everything with us is so delicate when we're in our momentum stage. But if you get in your momentum stage and you finally get up into your resilience stage, in your resilience stage, you can become very defensive. You can just say, hey, I know. Okay, so again, we're going to be moving on with the next things that I have on the hot list, the hashtag list. Let's see here. Whew. Ain't this something? I did not know these notes. I'm going to take a picture of them. I wish I had written a date on them because I don't remember taking these particular notes in a class at any time in the last 5 years. Okay, that's all I really can say. I don't know when they come up out of there, but guess what? It's been there all the time, so guess where it's going? It's going back where it belongs. To the people. To the people. Okay, now, let me see what else I got. I write every morning. The first thing I do in the morning, that's what I do. I write. When I was a little girl, I used to write in my diary. Okay, so I'm back at the list now, and I'm going to give you my 3 words that I have to go into consideration about. Okay, so remember, we all are a supportive community for those survivors of trauma. And we don't necessarily itemize what trauma is because some people are in traumatic relationships. Some people have had traumatic things. A car accident can be traumatic. So you won't hear me because I don't want to trigger. I don't want to call out. I'm saying, really, where I am now, hey, if it's for you, it's for you. Because those things that are for me, they tend to resonate with me. And even if they don't resonate with me at that time, I can table them until I say, oh, you know what? I kind of saw something about that. Okay, so I tell you what, the next one will be, and I'm scared now since I know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to pick on myself. Okay, so number 1 is going to be trauma response. And number 2 is going to be soul wound. And number 3 is going to be hashtag believe black men. And I'm at 14 minutes. It looks like I'm about to wrap it up. And I just want us sometimes to, whether you are in the support system of a trauma person, just to become more aware, but also really step into them. Don't just, it's like people used to do at funerals, though. Ain't nothing funny about funerals. But I remember how when people would die, their name couldn't almost be mentioned. We don't step into it. We avoid it. We should walk up, and after that, it's almost after, like I've heard mothers say, don't stop talking about him. He had a life. We have memories of him. Talk to her. Call mom, how you doing today? I was thinking about Fred and, the time me and him went to the prom together. I want you to know he's not forgotten. That's what mom needs to hear. Okay? That's my 15. Thank you all for your time if you're still with me.